Going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tony Hawk's Project 8 for the PS3 slash Xbox 360. Today we're taking on the filmer challenges, and I believe I want to say that's all we're doing, but I don't want to lie. I don't really know what I spliced up in this video, but we got a couple filmer challenges. Some of them are a little bit difficult, but they're all cut up to where I actually do them, because if I didn't, it would take a long time. So I do kind of like these challenges in a way. They kind of, I don't know. They kind of add some improv to it, where you have to kind of on the fly think of how you're going to do this, especially with these like bigger ones where it's like 360s you can't do on a flat ground, or stuff like that. It gets more complicated as you go on. This is probably one of the easier ones. 30 tricks within 2 minutes. I believe they go up to like 40 tricks within 2 minutes. It gets a little insane, I will say. So yeah, especially with these flip trick grind, you really gotta dial in where you can do that. And I believe I did that. So yeah, these filmer challenges aren't too difficult. Just gotta find the right spot to do them. I know when it comes to the one from Factory, I think I did one in Factory where I just couldn't get the last two because they were such really odd ones that by the time you got to the trick, you were in such a difficult place to do it. So it was tricky. Some of them are pretty tricky, but this goal is known to glitch around, where the cameraman will get stuck on things or fall into the ground or something like that. I only had that happen once in Fun Park, but it wasn't game breaking. I mean, yeah, I think he just got caught on a vert. So. Alright, moving on to, there's the Factory one. This one I had a lot of trouble with. As you can see, I'm kind of doing it fast. When you see me execute them faster, it means I've probably been doing it for way too long. But I won't complain, because I did get them all in one play session. I sat down and played for, I think, like 2 or 3 hours, and I finally finished. Spoiler alert, I finished the game. I took a long hiatus from this game, and I finally came back to it. I think 2 weekends ago now. It was I don't really know why I decided to do it out of nowhere. I think I just wanted to finish the LP. So I tried my best, and I finished it. I didn't get sick on every goal, but I did end up, quote unquote, finishing the game. So there's that. So like these 180 flip tricks, 180 grinds, a little bit tricky. It's a beautiful day in Maine. I gotta tell you that straight up. It's a beautiful day right now. It's currently 6 in the morning. I got work in 2 hours, but I just woke up, and let me tell you, it's looking like a beautiful day. Alright, look at that. Manual grind 360 flip trick. Like, how am I going to do that on flat? So I figured I'd do it like right here. So I finally did it. And a flip trick grind and a 360 grab trick. I'm not even sure how I did this one. I tried to wall ride there, tried to do it that way. Sometimes you just have to like rush through. You see there, I messed up. I could. So here we go, flip trick. Yeah, right off the edge. Just barely made it, I wanted to get that last one in too. Look at that, I got that. I got 36. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I think if I could beat this game, anyone can beat this game, because I thought I would never beat this game when I was a kid. I would never get to number 1. This game has always been so difficult, but then when I started recording Proving Ground, yeah, I don't think I'm going to complete that game. Alright, so I think Fun Park's a pretty easy one, honestly, because there's so many verts, there's so many rails, I don't think Fun Park's hard at all for it, so I think you'll have an easy time with this one. You got kickers everywhere to do the 360s, you got enough places to do the grabs. They usually throw in a flip or two when it comes to a lot of verts, so you shouldn't have too much difficulty. So yeah. Yesterday was the first day that it was 70 degrees out in Maine for the season, but it was raining, so I couldn't really enjoy it. Couldn't really have the windows down. You get all wet. But let me tell you, when I walked out of work and I found it was 70 degrees, you can bet I was happy about it, even if it was raining. It's nice to walk out into nice, somewhat nice weather, you know. Not that it hasn't been nice, it's just like nicest it's been is like 60, 63. I think this weekend it was like 62. Yeah, to still have the windows down even though it's still kind of cold. Cold now, I mean, compared to winter cold, I mean, yeah, no competition here. I would go for 60-degree weather over the 20-degree weather we were having. So, yeah, that goes without saying. Yeah, so look at that backflip, revert manual. I ended up somehow spine transferring, which I didn't mean to do. I probably hit R2. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, at that point, as soon as I hit sick, I just don't really care. You can't really end the run. So, there we go. 30 tricks on film. Another filmer challenge done. The only ones that I had a lot of difficulty with, sorry for the voice crack. The only ones I had difficulty with, like, for goals, are the bail ones. And I really tried to avoid those, so I'm sorry if you wanted to get 100% of all the goals done. But I ended up skipping, like, I think like four goals, and they were all bail goals. But I ended up doing like 2 of the most difficult ones. And I'm not talking about the construction crash. I did not end up doing construction crash on sick, because that one's impossible without a glitch, and I really didn't want to use a glitch like that. You know, I use butt slaps, so I don't know. I think there's a difference between exploit and glitch. I get that's my reasoning. So I honestly didn't want to do construction crash. That seemed like such a waste of time. I didn't end up getting all the secret spots. I'll probably make a separate video of getting them all. I might have to make a new skater to kind of get them all in one video. It'll probably be a bonus video, honestly. I didn't put it in any of the videos so far, and I've already got the finale edited. All that's left is to commentate, so yeah. I'll do a couple bonus videos, I think. Maybe I will end up getting those last couple crash goals, including construction crash, but I don't really have any intention. My alarm is going off. Alright, I turned my alarm off. I don't know if you heard it, but I definitely heard it. The iPhones have that weird bedtime feature where it's not an alarm, it's more like it plays soft music and it gradually gets really, really loud, and it gets super loud, and then you're like, okay, I'll wake up. I kind of prefer that more. And you can't choose that by default, or you can't choose that in the alarm settings. You have to use the bedtime stuff, the bedtime scheduling thing. It's kind of weird. Weird how much it controls my life, but it's okay. So here I am trying to do a grab, a 360 grab after a grind, and I just clutched it right there. I think I remember having a little bit of difficulty. Yeah, I had difficulty with this one. Sorry, I might have peeked the mic there. I had a manual round, had to hopefully get this. I got out of range. I honestly honestly super surprised I did not bail there. That was like, I was going up a slope there, and every time I do that with a flip trick, I end up falling. So, honestly surprised. So, there we go. Another film challenge done. I believe I left some tricks in. I don't know why, but here's my improv video coming 2020. 2020 feels like such a futuristic year, but it's like it's next year, so not that futuristic. It's the future, but it's not futuristic. Alright, what is the next one? Probably another filmer challenge? Yes. Another filmer challenge. I'm guessing these are all filmer challenges. Just a guess. So, I don't remember having difficulty with this one. You can stay still and just kind of do your thing, if that's like how you prefer to do it, because he won't go anywhere. I don't believe so, because I know there was a couple of times where I just like stayed still to get some of the easier tricks off, but there's not much you can do standing still. So he just slows down entirely. Yeah, so I started playing Proving Ground on PS2. I already said that I was going to start that one as soon as I was done. Not as soon as I was done. The Let's Play will be much later after this. I'm going to record like I did with this one, I'm going to record the video for it and then do the commentary. And then, you know, I like to record the whole game first, or at least 50% of the game. I want to get a minimum of 50% of the game recorded before I start commentating and uploading, because I have a bad habit of starting games and then not finishing them. I did that with Epic Skater 2. I still plan on coming back to that, and I tried coming back to it like recently, but I couldn't do it. Not that it's a bad game, it's just I couldn't get back into the groove of it. So it might be a little bit before I do that. So sorry about that. I mainly focus on Tony Hawk games anyway, but you know, not saying that I wouldn't finish a Tony Hawk game, but Proving Ground is probably the one that I will not want to finish. I mean, I didn't really finish Downhill Jam, to be fair. I didn't really get 100% on it, but I honestly didn't want to play that game for 200 more years trying to get the best times for the races, especially for a game that is hardly a Tony Hawk game. Proving Ground is pretty much a 100% Tony Hawk game, so kind of have to finish that one. But I've never gotten sick on all the goals in Proving Ground either, because one, the 360 and PS3 version are loads easier than the PS2 version. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I've never gotten sick on all of them. And when I went to I started recording the PS2 version, and I scrapped it all. I started recording it this weekend just to see what I can get out of it, to start backlogging the footage and start organizing it. I have to get sick on like story goals and everything that are, I don't know, they seemed really impossible. But I don't really know. I know it's too soon to say, but I went back on my 99% save that I did on stream a long time ago. And the reason it was 99% is because of the streak goals. Everything else I could get amateur or pro on all I want. I didn't have to get sick on the career, rigor, or what was the other one? Career, rigor, hardcore, or the hardcore goals. I don't have to get sick on those to get 100%, but I don't really know the point of getting sick on all of them other than maybe clothing items or decks. So I'm gonna have to research into that, because I don't really know. because the only thing that was stopping me from 100%, because it literally tells you on the start menu like your percentages, everything was at 100% but street goals. Street goals are the ones where you have to do the line challenges, the long manuals, long grinds, stuff like that, and that's fine. I can do those. I can grind those for hours if I needed to, and I usually do when it comes to these games. I had to do that for Project 8 twice because I had to do it for both console variations. But man, I don't know what the benefit is of getting sick on the career stuff. So I don't know. I kind of don't want to skim past it, but at the same time, I don't really want to do it because some of the goals are legitimately really shitty. Oh man, here is a horrible filmer challenge. I'm glad I let this one last. This one's the worst. So you gotta do inverts, and this one makes you do like 540s constantly. So yeah, here's the first 540 flip trick, 10 tricks in, 540 flip trick, revert. Cool. Manual pivot, and you got another 540 grab trick, grind. Oh man, a grind, the 360 180 flip trick. Oh man, that's tough. And you got a manual to invert, and you know there's verts all around, and they only take you on like one path in this variation. I lost the filmer guy. I was like, where the fuck is it? 360 grab trick to revert. I think there's a crazy one coming up here after the 540, or this might be the crazy one. There's a lot of stupid ones in this one. A backflip grab, that's not even bad. Look at that, did that flat ground. Manual pivot 540 grab trick. So I did this one for a long time, and my attempts menu, like the goal menu where it tells you how many times you tried it, it's not accurate because when you restart it from the menu, it doesn't count. It counts when you fail it, or like when you finish the goal. So when you saw Benedict like have hundreds of attempts, that means he like actually played through them to make it work. Whereas your boy over here just cuts it close whenever you feel like he's not doing so well. Oh man, speaking of not doing so well, I watched fucking Avengers Endgame for the second time this weekend. Holy cow, man. I watched the first time in normal theaters, then I watched it in IMAX 3D. Holy cow. Go see that movie. Holy cow, it is so good. I want to see it again. That's just a side note, sorry. That movie was great. That was a cool ass movie. I want to see John Wick 3. But I might see Avengers Endgame the third time before I see John Wick 3. Anyway, thank you all for your patience and support, and you guys are amazing. You guys are just incredible. Thank you for all the views. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for supporting this series for as long as it's been going on. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have an amazing day. And yeah, take it easy.